Hi everyone, David McDonald here from Vitality Fitness Calgary. We're going to be going over exercises 5, 6, and 7 in our series of 7 exercises for fat loss. So we did 1 to 4. If you're watching this video, we're going to be reviewing 5, 6, and 7. So the 5th exercise is probably one of the best exercises you can do. It's a squat. Many ways you can do a squat. If you're starting out, I would recommend doing body weight squats or even squats off a step or a bench. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay, the other option you have is to do a goblet squat where you're holding a dumbbell in front of your chest and squatting with that. The reason why I recommend starting with those 2 variations is because barbell squats tend to be more advanced because you have the weight loaded on your back. Okay, so it really changes the movement and it does require a lot more technique, a lot more concentration, a lot more body awareness, and definitely a good development of mechanics and core strength. So until you've built up the technique and the form, body weight or goblet squats are much safer. The other thing with having a barbell on your back is if you get in trouble, more likely you're going to be getting injured. So if you got to the bottom of the squat and you had a hard time coming up or you went too low, you're going to have to dump that weight off your back, and there's a tendency for you to come forward. You could potentially hurt yourself. If you're loading with your body weight or even a goblet squat with the weight in front, much safer because with a goblet squat you can just dump the weight forward if you happen to get stuck in the movement. And then with body weight, of course, you're only lifting your body weight, so you're less likely to get injured. So with a goblet squat, I'm going to show you that variation first. You're going to have your weight on your chest. A tendency people have to do when they do a goblet squat is they tend to really get into the shoulders and almost round forward. I'm exaggerating that a little bit, but the big thing is you want to make sure you're not relying on the shoulders to keep your weight on your chest, but you're actually resting the weight on the chest. So you're getting a lot of core strength involved. Okay? Big thing you want to do when you squat, rest the weight on the chest, get your feet in about a hip to shoulder width apart stance. Okay, it's going to really depend on your limb length and your leg length. Okay, and what we're going to do from here is we're going to brace those abs. We're going to be sitting back. And then what we're going to do is once we get back, we're going to drop down into a squat, keeping that chest up as much as we can. And then we're standing up once we reach the bottom. Okay, so nice and controlled, sitting back, dropping that butt straight down to the ground. Abs are staying tight, and then we're standing up. So that's a goblet squat. A great variation to start with. If the sitting back and down motion is something that you have trouble with, a great tool you can use is going on a bench. And the great thing about a bench is it provides you with a little bit of stability, and it gives you a marker that you can hit so you know, first, if you're sitting back, and second, if you're able to go down that far. If you're not able to go down as far as a bench, if you're really tight and flexible, you can actually grab a couple mats, stack some mats together, or you could grab a couple books if you're at home. You can stack the books here, and that way you have an elevated platform. So you're going to do a squat on the bench, crossing those arms, sitting back, sitting down. You can rest on the bench if you're starting out. Okay, and then as you get more comfortable doing it, you can lightly touch the bench and then come up. Back, down, lightly touch the bench, come up. And this just teaches you proper mechanics and how you want to hinge back and use your butt and your hamstring muscles in the squat. And very important because when most people start off squatting, the tendency they have is to dump the knees forward. So to initiate the movement with the knees, okay, therefore putting a little more stress through that knee joint and not transferring it to the legs. So that's a body weight squat. Okay, a couple other tools you can use. You can use a TRX strap. Okay, if you have a TRX strap at home, you can simply use this as your assistance rather than a bench, sitting back and down, and then using this for assistance on the way up if you need to. Great if you have any knee injuries, if you're starting out, if you're carrying a lot of extra weight. That's a great tool you can use. So that's TRX squat, body weight squat, and then the dumbbell goblet squat. Okay, the next exercise I'm going to show you is a squat with a shoulder press. So phenomenal exercise for burning calories and working the entire body. So once we get into the squat press, we're now making this a full body exercise. With the squat press, same things apply. Sitting back, sitting down into your squat, but then we're standing, adding that shoulder press. Okay, what I would recommend doing is standing, making it 2 separate movements. Okay, if you wanted to make it more of a cardiovascular exercise, you can even cut your weight back, and then as you stand, you can use that momentum to push that weight up. If you wanted to make it more of a metabolic cardio exercise, less of a strength exercise. So that's squat press, that's number 6. And then number 7, not really going to be an exercise I'm going to show you guys. Okay, it's pretty straightforward, self-explanatory, but it's sprints. So when I say sprinting, I mean doing some form of cardio really hard for 20 to 30 seconds and then backing off and resting for 20 to 30 seconds. So that could be a sprint, that could be a sprint on a stationary bike, that could be, you know, going hard on the elliptical for 20 to 30 seconds, that could be skipping, that could be doing something like a mountain climber. Okay, but at the end of the day, what we want is we want you doing some kind of interval cardio for exercise number 7. So we do have sprints in place of that, but it doesn't have to be straight out traditional sprints. You could do biking, elliptical, you could do swimming, you could do mountain climbing. So that's exercise number 7, some kind of HIIT interval style cardio where you're working really hard for 20 to 30 seconds, resting for 20 to 30 seconds. That concludes our top 7 fat loss exercises. If you didn't get to see number 1, 2, 3, or 4, please be sure to watch those videos on our YouTube channel at Calgary Bootcamp. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.